Well, hello everyone. Tony Howard here with Astrology University, and I'm here to tell you about an exciting new webinar day that we have coming up on February 1st, where we'll be presenting 4 webinars back to back regarding astrology and the environment. And one of our amazing presenters is here with us today to tell us a little bit about what she's going to be sharing with you, Jessica Murray. Thanks for joining me today, Jessica.
Thank you, Tony.
And your talk is titled Back to the Garden, the Astrology of Climate Change. And for those of you wanting to tune in, it'll be broadcast on February 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific time. But can you tell folks a little bit about what you're going to be sharing with them?
Well, you know, the title, Back to the Garden, refers to the fact that until about 5,000 years ago, the world was pretty much matrilineal and in unity with nature. The worldview of pre-literate peoples is, you know, scientists are pretty much have the consensus that it was understood to be created by the great goddess. And this idea that the earth was a mother and that we were all her children. And that then there was some kind of a cataclysm, which the Christians mythologized as an expulsion from the garden. And, you know, the Jungian way, the psychological way of looking at that expulsion is that human beings had to evolve an individuated ego. So we had to leave our mother, as it were, and go through this several millennia long business of finding out that we were separate. And many of us have the feeling that we've just gone a little too far. And we need to get back to the idea that the earth is a unified whole and we're part of it. So there are certain astrological macro cycles you can look at to understand this big way of looking at things. But I also want to look at the little closer to earth, closer to home ways that we try to cope with this terrible situation that we're under and how to deal emotionally and spiritually and intellectually with this information.
And thanks for preparing that, because that's definitely something a lot of people are struggling with right now is how to handle the amount of information that we're getting about this subject, and especially with those pieces that we don't feel in control of, and like how do we manage that? How do we sit with those feelings, those ideas, those emotions, those thoughts? So thanks for giving us some advice in that regard. Any advice is helpful at this point.
That's right. And you know, each one of us is going to have to look in the center of our charts and find out what kind of gifts that we bring to our era.
Right.
To the local community. And it's all going to be very unique to who we are.
Definitely.
So it's going to be very helpful that way.
Well, thanks again, Jessica, for putting together this presentation and for being part of this group who's going to share this information. Again, if you would like to tune in, head over to astrologyuniversity.com, where you'll find all the details on our event page. This particular event takes place February 1st, broadcast at 1 p.m. Pacific time for Jessica, but the event starts in the morning at 9 a.m. And you can either register for each of the webinars individually. There will be 4 webinars, or you can get all 4 for the price of 2 with our webinar bundle package. So if you head over to the website, you'll find out all those details and you can sign up there. So thanks again, Jessica, and we look forward to seeing you at the event.
Okay, great.